Hello, welcome to LMU Tri-State News. I'm Ashley Hurley. Thank you for joining us for another edition of local and campus news, sports, and entertainment. Let's get started with this week's top stories. The Campbell County High School shooter returned to jail after the sheriff's office said he threatened to kill his father and attacked two deputies. According to reports, Kenneth Bartley's father told deputies his son threatened to kill him over car keys at his La Follette home Saturday night. Bartley was in custody and in the back of a deputy's patrol car when he unlocked the back door and ran away. Deputies were able to catch him, but then he began kicking them. The deputies eventually had to use a taser to apprehend him, and once he was placed back into the patrol car, he attempted to kick the back windows out. Deputies do believe that the 22-year-old was under the influence of some type of substance. Bartley is charged with domestic assault, resisting arrest, and escape. This occurs just 4 months after Bartley was released from prison. A jury convicted Bartley of reckless homicide in the 2005 Campbell County High School shooting that killed assistant principal Ken Bruce and injured two other administrators. Bartley was 14 years old at the time of the shooting. Servolution Ministries in Speedwell has helped many people through its free health, dental, and optometry care, as well as through food and clothing donations. Now the ministry has found another way to give back to the community, a wellness gym. Reporters Caitlin Klein and Joseph Lewis went down to take a look at the new facility and to talk about the wellness gym's beginnings.
We visited 22 free and charitable health clinics in the process of getting Servolution on its feet. And we found a wellness center in 2 of them. So in the back of our minds, we thought someday, Lord willing, we will have a wellness center. It's an awesome package of equipment that we got for about 15 cents on the dollar. I would say probably 1,000 man hours, all volunteer, but there's been a lot of work done in here because even the ceiling had to be painted. There was a lot of overhead stuff that had to come down. John Scrock has spent a lot of time just sorting out the electricity in this building because it's 40 years old, and for us to get circuits that we needed to tone it down for our equipment and always required a lot of time. When we first got the money in September, we began to say, okay, we're on go. And so we started making plans and looking at what we could do, hunting equipment at that time. Equipment's been here probably since December.
Well, we're opening officially on July 7th, and we will be taking community membership. So we hope this is just going to be a very good thing for the whole community. The first priority, of course, is our Servolution patients. And they can come and work out and meet with the health coach and so forth for no cost because they've already met income guidelines and the other screening process, so they can come for free. Membership's available to anybody in the community for $25 a month and $10 for extra family members. So we're excited to get that going and excited to get people in here. Well, they have to come in, fill out an application, do a brief health screening. If they have chronic health conditions, we ask that they get a physician to release them to exercise. So we have those forms that they can take to their own doctor and get released to exercise. And we also are going to be starting that week with the senior citizens. They're going to come down here at least once a week and work out, and we have health coaches that will be here every day. So we want to encourage people that are not used to coming to gyms to come because they've got somebody here, male and female coaches, that can go through the equipment with them, go through the process with them so that they're just not coming in and not knowing what to do. For year 2, we're looking at, of course, getting the fitness center open. And then in year 2, we are opening a demonstration kitchen to do healthy cooking classes, dining with diabetes classes, living with chronic illness classes here on site. We also are going to be a silver sneakers provider, and that's for people who are 65 and older that have that supplement in their insurance. And there are, they have to be an approved location to do that, but it pays membership for the people who have that in their insurance.
The Wellness Gym will open on July 7th, and you can go down and start your application process to become a member. We continue our candidate introductions today with 2 mayoral candidates. We want to remind you that throughout the following weeks, we will be bringing you candidate introductions for the sheriff position and district attorney. Today we'll complete the mayoral candidates. The order that they will be airing will be in alphabetical order. Hello, welcome into a special segment of LMU Tri-State News. I'm here with another candidate who is running for office here in August in Claiborne County. Would you like to introduce yourself to the community and tell us what you're running for?
Yes, my name's Richard Smith, and I am running for the position of county mayor. I've been in Claiborne County for 19 years now. Food City brought me here to manage the store in Middlesboro. I've been there for the last, it'll be 19 years this October. I've got 2 children, 2 daughters, Courtney and Gabrielle, and Wendy is my wife, and I just enjoyed my time here.
Oh, good. So what do you feel qualifies you to run for the position of county mayor?
I feel like my experience managing a multi-million-dollar budget, as I do at Food City, gives me some experience as far as that goes. I also feel like it's a lot of managing and leading. I feel like I have the ability to do that. Of course, the commission makes the final decisions on most everything. And I feel like that I could work well with them to be able to accomplish the goals that that might be set in front of us.
Okay. So if elected, what do you feel will be your focus once in office?
My main focus will be growth. The only way we can continue to fund the budget that we have is through growth. Of course, cost of living goes up for everybody, just like it does in a business. Your electric goes up, your bills all increase, so you have to continue to generate revenue. So growth is going to be the key. I feel like we need to set together a plan, whether it be 5 years, 10 years, and 15 years down the road.
So when this plan, if you develop this plan, what would you say would be your first step into getting that in process?
I think the first step is to look at how much you need to do a good budget, look at how much you need, and then forecast that budget for the next 5 years to see what you're going to need 5 years from now. And then I think a lot of times we sit back and we wait for businesses to come to us and say, okay, I want to relocate in Claiborne County. And I feel like we need to be more aggressive in going out and looking for those companies that are looking to grow. You can't just sit back and wait for them to come to you. We've got to have a good marketing strategy.
Okay. You've got 1 minute. Is there anything you would like to personally say to the community?
I would just like to say, get out there and vote. It's important that you do exercise that right. And vote for the person that you think is going to do the best job, whether it be me or another candidate. The important thing is to get out there and vote.
Okay. All righty, that's going to do it. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. And another thank you to Richard Smith.
Thank you, Ashley.
Looking for efficient, compassionate, and comprehensive health care for you and your family? Visit University Medical Clinic. All providers are faculty members of LMU's DeBusk College of Osteopathic Medicine and are board certified in their specialty. Multiple specialties available including family medicine, pediatrics, OBGYN, and osteopathic manipulative medicine, with locations in Harrogate, Tazewell, and New Tazewell, and most insurance plans accepted. University Medical Clinic is here to serve you. Call 423-869-7193 for an appointment. University Medical Clinic. When you're traveling throughout the Tri-States, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860.
During these hot summer months, we see a lot of changes in our atmosphere. That brings a lot of summer storms. So here is our weather spotter, Rachel Maddie, who tells us what you need to pay attention for when you hear advisory, watch, or warning.
We are at the time of the year when we can expect severe weather. It is always a good idea to be prepared and to know what an advisory, a watch, and a warning indicates in the event severe weather moves into our region. A weather advisory or statement has no set criteria, but may be released stating the potential for severe weather, flooding possibility, or for dense fog in the coming days or on the current day. Watches and warnings are a little more specific. A severe thunderstorm watch will be issued by the National Weather Service when the potential exists for the development of a severe thunderstorm capable of producing hail or damaging winds. A watch is issued to alert you to keep an eye on the sky and an ear to the National Weather Service weather radio or local radio and television stations for updates or the development of warnings. A severe thunderstorm warning means a severe thunderstorm is occurring or is imminent based on Doppler radar, and proper precautionary measures should be taken, such as moving indoors away from windows. A severe thunderstorm is categorized to have hail that is dime size or larger and wind gusts of 58 miles per hour or more. Lightning can also be expected with severe thunderstorms. A tornado watch states the conditions in the atmosphere or in a thunderstorm is favorable for the development of a tornado, and you should be prepared for a tornado in your area. A tornado warning will be issued when a tornado or funnel cloud has been spotted or is indicated by Doppler radar, and everyone in the warning area should move indoors to a sturdy interior part of the building. For more information or to keep up with the latest advisories, watches, and warnings, you should visit www.spc.noaa.gov.
Here is the final candidate introduction for those running for mayor of Claiborne County. We want to clarify that candidate Mike Sharp was called several times, but we were unable to reach him and he did not return our calls. Candidate Dennis Cook was the last to appear for his interview, which is why his introduction is being aired last. Hello, I'm Ashley Hurley, and welcome to a special segment of LMU Tri-State News. Today, I'm sitting down with one of the candidates running for election in August. Now, would you like to introduce yourself to the community and tell us what position you're running for?
So my name's Dennis Cook, and I'm a candidate for Claiborne County Mayor. This past March, me and my wife, Kimberly, celebrated our 30th wedding anniversary. We've raised 2 children in this county, and we have 2 grandchildren, and I reside in Tazewell, Tennessee.
Okay. Now, running for county mayor, what do you feel qualifies you to run for this position?
Well, actually, I have over 20 years experience in the business world.
Okay.
We've consulted retail businesses in 5 different states, how to grow and turn a profit in their locations. And I just envision a county that's run much like a business. And I just believe that the county mayor should be someone that understands and knows the responsibilities and tasks in running a successful business, and I believe I'm that candidate.
Okay. Now, if elected to this position, what, once elected, will be your focus?
First of all, let me make a statement. I'm a citizen, not a politician. And we probably won't have enough time here to go over all the issues, but see, it's really not about what I want, but it's about what the people wants. And in the words of Ronald Reagan, we the people tell the government what to do. They don't tell us what to do. But as I traveled across the county and talked to many people, there's a few issues that have stood out, and main concerns, one being our roads. And we know we have about 830 miles of county road, which 400 are paved, and around 330 miles of those roads are graveled, and about 100 are tarred or chipped. And as mayor, I'll work closely with county commission to eliminate any wasteful spending to ensure that the road department has the funding it needs to improve our roads that we drive on. Another issue addressed as I talk to people is higher paying jobs, and Governor Haslam has implemented a wonderful program in our state to allow high school graduates to attend a community college or vocational school for 2 years at no cost. And we as a county, we just have to make sure we're prepared to take advantage of that. And we have to prepare and encourage our students to attend these community colleges and trade schools. But however, after they complete those programs, we have to make sure we have higher paying good jobs in the county for them to work, live, and raise their families in. And I'll be that mayor that will strive to bring those jobs to the county by seeking out any available grants possible and working with the local and state governments to pursue industries to either locate or relocate here in our county. Lastly, I'll pledge to the voters of this county I'll not be controlled by any one group or any one person. I'm running for mayor because we, the people of Claiborne County, deserves better. And I'll be a mayor that you can be proud of to represent our county. And the voters of this county now have a choice. You know, they can continue as politics as usual or vote for me and give me the honor to stand up for the values of all Claiborne County citizens and to restore integrity and respect back to the mayor's office. And I'd like to thank the voters for their vote and their support. And may God bless you all and your families.
Now we join Adam Plyler as he tells you which LMU coach will not be returning next year.
Welcome to LMU Tri-State Sports. I'm Adam Plyler. After 3 seasons as head coach of the LMU Lady Rail Splitters basketball team, Roger Hodge resigned last week. Hodge took the time to say a few words about the people who shaped his life here at LMU.
You know, first of all, what a great place to coach and to work. I mean, it's just a great honor to have been the coach here at Lincoln Memorial University. You know, I regret the fact that I wasn't quite able to, you know, to see through to completion this program winning championships, but you know, I certainly do think it's set up to be able to do so in terms of great kids coming back. I think a foundation's been been laid there for that. I'm very proud of what our kids accomplished, and the first people that that I'll thank are the players that were here during the course of my tenure. Just super people. The relationships of what I've always coached for, and was just tickled to death to have the opportunity to coach those kids. And hardest part of leaving. I mean, I'll certainly miss those people that I got to see on a daily basis. Very thankful for the coaching staff that I had, and Tasha Washington and Matt Acton. Worked just unbelievably hard. Had the same passion to make this a successful basketball program as I did, and great people to work with, so I'm very appreciative of them. I'm not saying anything that the people here don't already know. Coach Vanoy is just a class act, and could not work for a better athletic director. I'm certainly thankful for the opportunity that him and the administration here, Dr. Dawson, Pete DeBusk, Gary Burchett, all those folks have given me to have the experience that I've had here, and what great fans that we've got here. I mean, not just when they're in the bleachers during the games, but on a daily basis want to know about our kids and our recruiting and our program. They care a lot about it, and the coaches here are top-notch, professional. You can tell that by the success they've had. It's just been an all-around great experience, and I'm, bottom line with me, I think that anybody that knows me knows that this was not a decision because I was unhappy with the situation here. Simply put, I needed to go back and be a dad and a husband again. To my wife and girls, we just were not able to be able to get them up here, and so it's my obligation to go back to them, and I'm thankful that I have that opportunity. But even though the decision in itself was kind of a no-brainer to be able to get back to them, it was still very painful, very hard to leave such a wonderful place.
Hodge finished with a 44-39 record in 3 seasons. That's all for sports. Find out what movies top the box office charts next on LMU Tri-State News.
The J. Frank White Academy is more than a high school. Your child will have room to grow in mind, body, and spirit. Small, safe learning environments, individualized learning plans, and cutting-edge technology. Every child deserves a quality education in a safe, nurturing environment.
Our college prep program teaches a love of learning, self-discipline, and service to others. The Academy is fully accredited by Advanced Ed. You have a choice at the J. Frank White Academy.
This week's useless trivia question is, who is Barbara Millicent Roberts? You'll be surprised at the answer, but you have to stay tuned to find out because she might just be one of your kids' best friends. This week in entertainment news, keeping you abreast on the Kevin Roper Tracy Morgan story, Morgan's condition has been upgraded from critical to fair. Louis Kay, Morgan's publicist, stated, "Happy to pass along that Tracy has been upgraded to fair condition, which is a great improvement. His personality is certainly starting to come back as well." The actor/comedian was badly injured in the June 7th crash, where truck driver Kevin Roper smashed into the limo of Morgan and his colleagues. But as of late, it seems like Morgan's health is on the rise. It was recently determined that Roper was driving 65 in a 45 miles per hour zone when the crash occurred. The National Transportation Safety Board stated that due to the construction on the New Jersey Turnpike, speed limits had been lowered from 55 to 45 miles per hour on the stretch where the accident happened. Roper was on duty for 13 hours, 32 minutes at the time of the collision, only a half hour shy of the federal limit. The charges against him, vehicular assault and vehicular manslaughter, still stand. We'll keep you posted with more on this story. American radio has lost a legend with the passing of Casey Kasem. According to his daughter, Carrie Kasem, he passed away at 3:25 a.m. on Father's Day. He was 82. Kasem was hospitalized for 2 weeks preceding his death. He was suffering from Lewy body disease, the most common type of progressive dementia after Alzheimer's. Kasem lent his voice to many commercials and cartoons. He is most noted for his voice as Scooby-Doo's best friend and sidekick, Shaggy.
Character I wanted to do was Fred, and so they said, no, we'd like you to read the other character, Shaggy. I said, oh, okay, well, what is it you want? And he said, well, come up with something, and what I came up with was, Scoobo, buddy, old friend, old pal, it's me, your friend Shaggy.
Now that's cool, Unc.
They called me back 3 times, and the third time, apparently they saw what they liked, and so they
His radio credits include Casey's Top 40, Casey's Hot 20, and spin-offs American Top 20 and American Top 10. However, his legacy is the American Top 40 Countdown Show, a show he co-founded in 1970 and hosted for 25 years. Kasem attributes all of his success to his everyday voice, telling the Times, "It's not a clear-toned announcer's voice. It's more like the voice of the guy next door, and it's a voice that will be missed." Pigeon Forge got a little more beachy this past week with the addition of Margaritaville at the island. The grand opening was on June 16th, and we were able to catch all of the excitement.
Last year, Pigeon Forge grossed $937 million, and Margaritaville is expected to push the city's revenue past the $1 billion mark.
The story of this development starts many years ago, began as a vision with folks willing to take a chance. The public and the private came together, which they should do, and help the community to generate paychecks, to put people to work, to entice more visitors, to get more people to our market, and provide a beautiful service just like this one does here. Pigeon Forge is a destination that attracts many, many people, and I think this is going to add to it. This will be a crown jewel. And just for your information, Pigeon Forge is about to be a $1 billion tax generator in the state of Tennessee. All because of developments like this.
There's no better place for a family to have fun than a Margaritaville restaurant. So we feel very thankful, very blessed to have them on the island. And then that's where it all started, with that relationship. And we said, okay, before you have a business plan and you seek to build a project, you have to have good anchors, if you will. And with the Margaritaville restaurant and the hotel, which is going to open in October of this year, it's 132 rooms. It's going to be a beautiful hotel. And so we like to look at it as if the restaurant here is the family party place. Bring your family, have fun, and the hotel's the hammock. So come visit the island, eat, shop, play, and stay, and it all started here.
The website for Margaritaville is www.margaritavillepidgeonforge.com. The Lion King is making a comeback in a major way. Coming to Disney Junior is The Lion Guard, a sequel series that follows Simba and Nala's son, Keon. Aimed at audiences 2 to 7 in age, a television movie will kick things off in fall 2015 to be followed by a television series in early 2016 on both Disney Junior and Disney Channel. The show depicts Keon taking on the role of the leader of the Lion Guard, a group of the bravest and brightest animals in the kingdom tasked with preserving the Pride Lands. Disney Junior General Manager Nancy Cantor told the Wall Street Journal, "It's kind of like The Lion King meets the Avengers. The story of The Lion King has deeply touched families around the world since its original theatrical release 20 years ago, and we look forward to introducing a whole new generation of kids to both the Disney legacy characters and to new friends and heroes." Are you worried you'll miss the original Lion King clan too much? Don't worry. Disney promises cameos by Mufasa, Simba, Timon, Pumbaa, Zazu, and Rafiki. Don't miss Joseph Lewis coming up next as he tells you what's coming out this week in the movies.
When you're traveling throughout the Tri-States, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro. With nearly 60 rooms to choose from, fitness center, full complimentary hot breakfast bar, and seasonal pool, Holiday Inn Express of Middlesboro is all about catering to your travel needs. Our rooms are all equipped with flat screen TV, refrigerator, microwave, and we're conveniently located just seconds from the area's attractions. When you're on the road, stay smart at Holiday Inn Express, located on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro. Make reservations today by calling 606-248-6860.
Hello, I'm Joseph Lewis, bringing you all the latest information in the world of movies. Tops at the box office last weekend included the comedy sequel Think Like a Man 2, which opened at #1 with $30 million, nearly matching the sizable opening weekend of its predecessor, Think Like a Man. Coming in at second place was 22 Jump Street, pulling in another $29 million, bringing its total domestic gross to $111 million. And rounding out the top three was How to Train Your Dragon 2, holding its own with $25 million and bringing its total gross to $95 million. Coming to theaters this week is Transformers: Age of Extinction, the fourth film in Michael Bay's hugely popular sci-fi action franchise. Taking place 4 years after the previous installment, the film follows Mark Wahlberg as Cade Yeager, a mechanic whose family becomes endangered when they happen across a deactivated Transformer, namely Optimus Prime. Meanwhile, Stanley Tucci plays a ruthless businessman looking to build his own brand of robots who intends to take Optimus Prime for himself. Transformers: Age of Extinction opens this Friday, June 27th. Opening in limited release this week is Snowpiercer, a post-apocalyptic thriller from South Korean director Bong Joon-ho. After a disastrous attempt to stop global warming wipes out nearly all of humanity, Earth's remaining survivors spend their days on board the Snowpiercer, a giant, high-powered train that comes complete with its own rigid class system. Captain America's Chris Evans stars as the rebel who takes a stand against the train's elite members, and Tilda Swinton and Ed Harris play the higher-ups who will stop at nothing to maintain the status quo. Snowpiercer can be seen in select theaters starting June 27th. Now playing in theaters is The Fault in Our Stars, the new film adaptation of John Green's hugely successful young adult novel of the same name. The Fault in Our Stars follows the story of Hazel Grace Lancaster, a teenage girl diagnosed with terminal thyroid cancer. After joining a support group, she meets Augustus Waters, a cancer patient in remission with whom she forms a strong bond. From there, happiness and romance ensue, but soon give way to grief and heartbreak. The Fault in Our Stars separates itself from other popular young adult novel adaptations in that there's actual gravity and weight to the problems the protagonists are dealing with. Although the film sometimes falls into the trap of mistaking quirk for nuance and of defining its characters solely by their diseases, the emotion brought to the proceedings by Shailene Woodley and Ansel Elgort goes a long way towards smoothing over the screenplay's shortcomings. Director Josh Boone handles the heavy thematic content with a mostly graceful touch, reflecting its character's somewhat whimsical worldview and ensuring that the film doesn't get bogged down in sentimentality. Although The Fault in Our Stars never reaches the exciting heights of something like the Hunger Games franchise, fans of the source material will most likely be pleased. Also playing this week is Jersey Boys, Clint Eastwood's film adaptation of the Tony Award-winning musical. Following the story of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Jersey Boys tracks the band's progress from delinquency on the streets to worldwide fame. It's the crime elements of Jersey Boys that make the most lasting impression, with Eastwood taking some directorial cues from Goodfellas and the talented cast more than game for the rougher material. In fact, These early sections of Jersey Boys are so strong in comparison to some of the later melodrama that one almost wishes Eastwood had disregarded his obligation to the band's history and made something closer to a straight crime thriller. Jersey Boys definitely has some pacing issues, often dragging its feet from plot point to plot point and making the film's 2 hours and 15 minutes feel much longer. The music is as good as you'd expect, however, and the performances are considerable. John Lloyd Young successfully reprises his role as Frankie Valli from the original production, and Christopher Walken brings his invaluable screen presence to the role of mob boss Chip DiCarlo. However, the easy standout is Boardwalk Empire's Vincent Piazza as Valli's friend and bandmate Tommy DeVito. Piazza is all confidence and swagger whenever he's on screen, and his lively, often tongue-in-cheek narration is impossible not to be charmed by. And if you're in the mood for other musicals to watch this weekend, Rent is now available for streaming on Netflix Instant. Although unfairly given a lukewarm reception upon its 2005 release, Chris Columbus' adaptation of Jonathan Larson's award-winning rock musical brings the residents of New York City's Lower East Side to life in an emotionally stirring and visually stunning experience. The film follows 8 struggling bohemians throughout a year of their tumultuous lives as they grapple with romance, addiction, disease, and skirting the poverty line. 6 of the show's original 8 cast members reprised their roles for the film, along with newcomers Rosario Dawson and Tracy Toms. And although it's easy to get caught up in each character's personal plight, the music is the real draw here, from the energetic title song to the rousing showstopper La Vie Bohème to the heartrending I'll Cover You. That's all for this week in the world of movies. We'll be back after these messages.
If you love your car or truck, let us help you keep it clean at Soapy J. Soapy J's has unlimited wash plans to fit every budget. Try our $5 express wash or one of our 3 monthly wash plans. The Wheel Deal, the Soapy J, or the new Blast Wax. With our monthly wash plans, if you pay with credit card, all you do is pay for the present month and your card will be billed on the 1st of each month. Don't forget, Soapy J's has free vacuums with any wash. Soapy J's Express Car Wash, open 7 days a week. Let us help keep your car or truck clean at Soapy J. Soapy J's on the Cumberland Gap Parkway, Middlesboro.
Thanks, Joe. Now for some local entertainment. You can head down to Knoxville this Saturday, June 28th for the Meadowlark Music Festival. Co-hosted by community radio station WDVX, the Meadowlark Festival is a day given tribute to classic Americana music. The festival runs from 1 to 11, featuring indoor and outdoor concerts. This year's headliners include St. Paul and the Broken Bones, the Black Cadillacs, the Kenny Vaughn Trio, and more. The festival will be held at the IAMS Nature Center in downtown Knoxville. You can get tickets for this event at www.brownpapertickets.com. The Bristol Summer Series is kicking off this week in Bristol, Tennessee. It's a new live music event focused on bringing high-profile artists to the historic Harborside in Bristol. Performing at the iconic amphitheater is Irish punk band The Pogues. As a support act, the folk band The Rails will also be playing. The fun starts on Thursday, June 26th. For more information, visit bristolsummerseries.com. So, do you know who Barbara Millicent Roberts is? As I mentioned earlier, more than likely your daughter will know her because Barbara Millicent Roberts is the full name of Barbie. The creator, Ruth Handler, named Barbie after the nickname of her daughter, Barbara. That wraps it up. I'm Monique Derico, keeping you up to date in the world of entertainment.
And that is going to do it for this week's LMU Tri-State News Update. Thank you for joining us. For everyone behind the scenes, I'm Ashley Hurley.